We all know that sugar and refined carbohydrates aren't good for us. Yet, it's really hard to resist adding any of those naughty foods into our shopping basket, with aisles and aisles full of that stuff in the supermarket. So one does wonder, with all those mountains of foods full of sugar, if the food industry's goal really is for us to be healthy, or if their main concern is profit related. My name is Sabine. I'm a nutritionist and health coach, and I specialize in thyroid health. I help women over 30 improve their energy levels, their sleep, their mood, and to get their zing back. So in case you have a lot of sugar in your diet from foods such as processed foods, ready meals, bread, cakes, biscuits, crisps, pizza, white potatoes, white rice, pasta, and from drinks such as sugary fizzy drinks, fruit juice, sugar in coffee and tea, and alcoholic drinks, I have 4 tools for you in this video to gain back control over your sugar addiction. And before I go into that, I want to briefly explain to you why sugary foods are so bad for us. And some of this will be an eye-opener for you. So stay with me here for just a couple of more minutes. When you eat those foods, at first your blood sugar goes up very high, and then it slumps down again shortly after, and often even lower than it was before. So basically, your body is on a blood sugar roller coaster, and eating a lot of those foods constantly triggers the release of insulin in your body. And at any given time, the body has around 1 teaspoon of sugar floating around in the blood, because any more can be harmful. And cake, pasta, and white rice just turn into sugar in the body very quickly. So you can imagine when you eat, for example, a heaped tablespoon of Nutella, which has 3 teaspoons of sugar, on a piece of white toast, which can have around 4 teaspoons of sugar, you are instantly giving your body far too much sugar, and it has to frantically get that out of your blood into the cells. So it produces a lot of insulin to get that into the cells, but there is only so much the cells can uptake. And some of it will be stored in the muscles and in the liver to be used later, but the rest goes straight into your fat storage. And the body does that to keep you safe, because more than a teaspoon of sugar in the blood is dangerous. Insulin is your fat storage hormone, and at the same time, it prevents your body from burning fat. So a double whammy. You definitely do not want to trigger a constantly high insulin production in your body. And the additional problem here is that after a longer time of constantly being nudged by insulin to let the blood sugar in, the cells get really annoyed and don't respond to insulin as well anymore, and they become resistant to insulin. And this is then the stage before you develop something more serious like diabetes or PCOS, for example. Sugar and refined carbs also disrupt your healthy gut bacteria, and they raise the inflammation in your body. So a high sugar intake is definitely a problem for hormone balance. Signs from your body that it's not happy with the way you balance your blood sugar are constant cravings, irritability, headaches, lack in energy, dizziness, weakness, and increased thirst. So here are my 4 tools on how to get your sugar addiction under control. Number 1, check where you are right now with your sugar and refined consumption. For a week or so, write down everything you eat and drink, and use your phone to record it all, or just write it down on a piece of paper. It is very important to have a baseline and to see it all written down, and it can actually be quite an eye-opener. You will get a really good overview. And number 2, after a week or so, look at your food diary and think about which one of the culprits that mess with your blood sugar you could live without or reduce a little bit. So for example, if you drink 4 cups of tea a day with sugar in, reduce them to 3 cups and replace one of them with a small glass of water. Go in small steps. And number 3, make sure you eat enough protein and fats to keep your energy levels up. So scrambled eggs with avocado for breakfast and a bowl of my hearty chicken soup. I will post a link to it in the description. for lunch, for example. Protein and fat keep you fuller for longer and you will have less cravings. Number 4, remove all the things that might get in the way of you reducing your sugar and carbohydrate consumption. Go through all the cupboards in the kitchen and the utility room, and if need be, give the candy bars and the chocolate away. What you don't have in the house, you can't eat. And swap your white rice for brown rice and give lentil or brown rice pasta a go, for example. And watch a previous video of mine for more tips on how to balance your blood sugar. And I'll post a link to that in the description as well. If you have any questions about any of this, or if you'd like my help with any of it, please get in touch and book a free chat with me. And I will post the link in the description as well. And I'm looking forward to hearing from you. Until then, take good care of yourselves. Bye-bye.